Everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to run the game Ghost of Tsushima through an Apple Silicon Mac. So unfortunately, because this game makes use of the AVX CPU instruction set, this can't be run through Rosetta 2, which basically means you can't run this through Parallels or you crossover. So unfortunately, we're probably never going to be able to play this game locally. However, the game can be streamed using a service called Boosteroid. And of course, this isn't exactly the same as running the game on your actual machine. All of the data is actually going to be streamed through the internet, through the cloud, and it's going to work a little bit like video streaming. All the graphics and data are being rendered on a remote server, and we're just viewing it on our Mac screen. But the latency isn't actually too bad at all, as I'm going to show you today. It's actually extremely playable, especially if you live near one of Boosteroid's data centers. So today I'm going to show you how all of that works. We're going to be installing the native ARM Boosteroid app for Apple Silicon Macs. We'll be connecting it up with your Steam account. We're going to be loading up this free-to-play game and getting it working as well as possible on Apple Silicon hardware. So the first thing that we're going to do is to click the link at the top of the description. Every time that you sign up, I'm going to receive a small commission, and you'd be helping to support this channel and the content that I create. So the first thing I'm going to do is to go ahead and sign up. So just click on the sign in button. And if you don't have an account already, then just click this button here, create an account. Then what we're going to do here is to type in our email address password. So once we've entered those details, we need to go into our email account and we need to click the link that's been emailed to us in order to activate our account. So just go ahead and sign back into your account. So one thing we should check before we actually pay any money is whether your internet connection is fast enough. And handily, once you've signed in, there's a new button on the top right here, which is basically a connection test button. So go ahead and press the start button here. This service is going to work best if you're located near to one of these data centers. For example, this part is North America. And a lot of the servers are also based in Western Europe as well. As long as you're near one of these servers, then you're going to have a decent connection. Here I'm showing getting 65 megabit, which is over the recommended 25. And my latency is 15 milliseconds, which is under the 20 millisecond recommendation. So my connection is good enough. However, if you're not getting a good signal, then I do recommend switching from Wi-Fi to Ethernet. So my MacBook is actually connected via Ethernet at the moment. So this is a USB-C to gigabit Ethernet hub, and I'm connected to my router via this cable. So this is going to be the best way to actually connect to your local internet. So once we're sure our internet is good enough, what we're going to do is to go back and press the subscribe and play button. So here you have a choice of the standard or the ultra edition. So the main difference is that the standard edition only goes up to 1080p 60 frames per second, but the ultra edition allows you to go up to 4K and 120 FPS and more. So personally, I recommend doing a standard edition 1 month just to try it out, but you will get significant savings if this is the right thing for you. If you actually sign up for a 12-month contract, this is going to be substantially less. So what I want to do is go ahead and press the subscribe button. And then all you need to do is to accept the terms and conditions and then enter your credit card details and then make a payment. Another thing that you should probably do as well is to go into your account details and then go ahead and synchronize your Steam account. So here under Steam, we're going to press the connect button here, and we need to go ahead and sign into our Steam account in order for these two things to link up. So here I'm going to do is press the sign in button here. And now all of these games are now synchronized to the Boosteroid account, and many of those games can now be played through Boosteroid through cloud streaming. So once you've actually signed up, it's time to actually download the Boosteroid software. So this is going to make it substantially easier to use rather than trying to log in through your web browser. So here at the top, there's an option here, Boosteroid on your device. If you click on this link, it's going to take us to the download Boosteroid page. I will also leave a link to this in the description as well. And since we're running this on an Apple Silicon Mac, we want the native ARM version of the client software. So just go ahead and click on this button, download for macOS M1, M2, or of course M3 as well, and then click save. Then we're going to go ahead and open up Finder and then go to our downloads folder. And then we're going to find Boosteroid install ARM64, double click on this. And then we're going to drag and drop Boosteroid into our applications folder. So within applications, we're going to scroll down until we find our Boosteroid app, which we're going to find here, and then double click. Here it's saying it's an app downloaded from the internet. Are you sure we want to open it? Press open. So here it's asking us to give permission for Boosteroid to accept keystrokes. Press this button, open system settings. Then under privacy and security and under input monitoring, we're actually going to toggle and allow Boosteroid to accept those keystrokes. Then go ahead and type in your password. Here we're going to press quit and reopen. That's going to go ahead and reopen Boosteroid. If Boosteroid doesn't reopen, just click on Boosteroid again to load it up. So now all we need to do is to go ahead and log into the account that we created and subscribe to. So here's asking us whether we want to share app crash log reports, click allow. And then here we have the change log, press OK. And now we're basically ready to go. So now we have Boosteroid open, we can just go ahead and do a search for Ghost of Tsushima. So here it says that in order to play this, we need to have a license. So it needs to be added to your Steam account. So we need the Windows version of this game. So we can either go ahead and buy this directly from Steam, or if you go ahead and follow the link in the description, you're going to get a discount if you actually buy this Steam key through Games Planet. So make sure to follow the link in the description. This is going to be 10% off, and it might be even cheaper in the future as well. So now that this has been purchased, what I'm going to do is to do another search on Boosteroid, and then this allows me to now install and play. So I'm going to press this, and then we're going to load up the game. So here it's saying game installation, press accept. This is downloading onto the remote servers. So we're just going to agree to the end user licensing agreement. Ghost of Tsushima has downloaded here, should be loading up in the background. Here it's saying the NVIDIA graphics card isn't compatible. Don't worry about that, just press OK. And now we have the launcher. So we can go to press option here. So here you can change some settings if you want. I want to turn upscaling off, frame generation off. We're going to stick to 60 frames per second, and then we're going to launch the game. So you can see here we are controlling the game through the Mac. So I'm running this on the MacBook Pro, and I've got my DualSense controller attached. And if I do a latency test, we can see the button press here results in an attack, and it feels pretty decent. So it's not native, but it's as close as it can be, and the best that you'll ever be able to run this game on or through a Mac.
Men, we must hunt down the Mongol leader. Everyone, with me!
So as you can see, Boosteroid does run pretty well on a Mac as long as you have a good internet connection, and you can get all of these very decent games running on your Apple Silicon hardware. If you have any other games which you think run well through Boosteroid, then please make sure to leave a comment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.